why you are who you are. And that's exactly what Volkanovski did. Shout out to all the baddies out there. Yeah, I know. Paddy the Baddie has won his fight against Michael Chandler. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I've never seen Michael Chandler get his ass whooped like that. Like, never. I've seen him have good fights with Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. But not in the UFC. Michael Chandler, I fear, joined the UFC too late into his career. Too late, far too late. He's a legend in Bellator, an absolute legend. But that's in Bellator. What you gonna do in the UFC? And in the UFC, I am not impressed with his record, bro. At all. He's won some fights in the UFC, but he's never won any big fights. Let me tell you his last 5 fights. He has 4 losses in his last 5 fights, bro. Michael Chandler's been in the UFC, and how many fights has he had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights in the UFC with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. What are we doing here? Nah, I mean, what are we doing here? For real. 5 losses in 7 fights. And he is still considered one of the best lightweights in the world. He is still ranked. He's still a ranked fighter. He was ranked number 7 coming into this. How? I've never looked at Michael Chandler and thought that's one of the best fighters in the world. Never have I ever done that. I've always thought he's a good fighter. And he's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. But if you're just going to keep entertaining me and still lose fights, what's the point? You got to win at some point. And having two wins in the UFC, one in his debut against Dan Hooker, which I'll give him that. Dan Hooker is a great fighter. Well, good fighter, you know. Dan Hooker is a good fighter. And he then lost to Oliveira. He then lost to Gaethje. And then he won against Tony Ferguson at UFC 274. But Tony Ferguson hasn't won a fight in 5-7 years. So I'm really going to take a win against old-ass Tony Ferguson into account. Tony Ferguson, who currently has the record for the longest losing streak in UFC history. Active, by the way. It's active. So there's a chance that it could be longer. Longer. Do you understand there are people who've come into the UFC, fought their way up, won championships and lost championships, all before Tony Ferguson has won another fight? And in his prime, he was a bad man. Don't get me wrong. Tony Ferguson is a great fighter, but what I'm saying is, are we really going to rate Michael Chandler's UFC legitimacy over a win over old-ass Tony Ferguson? Fine. He won against Tony Ferguson, but then he lost to Dustin, and then he lost to Charles Oliveira again. And now he just lost to Paddy. He got his ass whooped by Paddy, bro. That ground and pound, he just... Once again, at no point in time did I look at Paddy and think, ooh, he's in danger of losing this fight. No. However, I did look at Michael Chandler and I was like, hey, my dog, you're getting your ass handed to you. And this is great. I love this. I underestimated Paddy. I did. I've always thought Paddy Pimblett, yeah, good fighter, you know, he's entertaining. But he's here. What now? The English boy, the boy from Liverpool. What now? Who's gonna carry the boat, son? Nah, he's legit. He's legit. He's doing his thing. And I like this for this division because we've talked about how the lightweight division is the most stacked division, and especially with the old guard. Just they getting older, and dude, Michael Chandler is almost 40. Think about that. Paddy's 30. He's in his prime physically. He's at the peak of his powers. So this is great for the division because for the longest time it seems like whenever there's a young bull trying to come up, These dudes are just like, hey, we still got it. We still got it. BSD tried to come up. BSD tried his thing and was like, hey, I'm BSD, I've arrived. Dustin Poirier knocked him out. Fazeev said, yeah, I'm coming up, it's my time. Justin Gaethje just beat him. Sarukian is the closest thing to it. He's the next best thing. But he's injured. And even then, I think he's still going to have to fight someone else before he fights for the title with Islam, which makes no sense. He's the number one contender. He was supposed to fight, and he just got injured. He got injured just before the fight, and now he has to work his way up again. Which, Dana White, that's not a cool thing to do, bro. But it's not my campaign. I'll keep quiet. Ndozkodzura ndabona mavili. Asisituzotwenye. Anyway, that's what's up in the UFC, dog. Alex the Great is Alex the Great because he did great things and he does great things. He says he's not the GOAT. I say he's the GOAT. Fight with me on it. Fight with me. Yeah. I'll drop my address right there. Come fight with me. And the lightweight division, we shall see if the future is really as bright as it looks to be. Paddy Pimblett has opened the gates and he has started a revolution. Hopefully the young guns will keep it up. Otherwise, Oliveira, Gaethje, Poirier, if they still got something to say about it, it's their division until then. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk hoops.